Melanie here at the Halton Hills Chamber of Commerce, and we have another business spotlight that we're bringing to you. We have, I think, one of our newest members with us, but what an amazing, fun story that we can't wait to talk about. So we're being joined today, Shannon Inkley, who is the originator, the founder, the creator of SWUSH Gel. Shannon, welcome to the Chamber.
Thank you. I definitely think I'm one of the newest. And as soon as I saw the call for member spotlight, I was like, if I don't do this now, it's not going to happen. So I'm so glad that we could share this moment.
Yeah, and I love your story. So why don't we talk a little bit about tell us what swoosh gel is, because someone looking at it might think, oh, it's a toothpaste or it's a mouthwash, but it's actually got a much more interesting angle to it. So tell us about what your product is, and then maybe we'll talk about how it came about.
Yeah, so Swoosh is a flavored gel that goes into a mouth guard to give kids a little bit more excitement around wearing their mouth guard during contact sports. So it is designed with xylitol. It has that dual action in it, so flavor for kids and then xylitol for parents, so a bit of peace of mind. Xylitol is known, I know we hear it sometimes, sugar-free gum or some natural toothpaste, but it's known to be able to fight cavities. So it fights off the bacteria, which is something that we're actually testing right now. It's great for teeth, but it also probably kills bacteria in the mouth guard. So a lot of our kids are not cleaning or rinsing out their mouth guard. So it's a two-in-one kind of gel.
Interesting. And I saw an article about your product. So you've got a couple of different flavors. So how did you come up with the flavors?
I did a little bit of research, and I looked first because the product itself is geared towards kids, probably around 5 to 16, maybe 5 to 13. And I looked at the top selling flavors for kids' toothpaste. So the top three, I think, was berry, watermelon, blue raspberry. Those two I ended up going with. A bubble gum, and then like a very light mint.
Mhm.
So I took that research, took it to the manufacturer that I ended up partnering with, and they actually just validated like, yes, we think we should go forward with this, and having them as that kind of partner to go back and forth with was really helpful.
So tell me, like, I love that you said it's kids from 6 to 16. So we're talking about kids, boys and girls that play. I'm guessing hockey, lacrosse. Like, what sports would, if a parent's watching this, a parent would say, "Oh, that's for my kid."
Yeah, so anything from mandatory mouthguard sports, which would be lacrosse, rugby, football, boxing, and Muay Thai. So we have some great partnerships in the boxing community, even some competitive skiing. So
Oh,
it's, yeah, I'm learning more about all these sports that require mouthguards now. And then, of course, our favorite sports like hockey. I think one of the interesting things, I guess two interesting things I've learned along the way is there's over 4.1 million Canadian kids that play sports every year. So it's
mhm.
about 68% of the kid population play a sport, but most play a spring summer sport and a winter sport. And so if you're playing hockey in the winter, you're playing lacrosse kind of in the spring summer.
Yeah.
And so for this product, it's actually been really great because it's a year-round like offering, keeping protected or kids protected throughout the entire year.
And did the origin of the product come because you were hearing stories of kids not wearing their mouth guards?
The origin of the story over 20 years ago, I grew up playing competitive softball almost at the national level,
Oh,
and I watched my teammate take a line drive to the face,
oh my,
and she lost her four front teeth.
no way.
I no mouth guard, and anyone who plays softball or baseball knows that third base, that is just it's often like the closest to the batter. It's the fastest ball coming off the bat. And so I just could not forget that moment. And for us, it wasn't, mouth guards weren't cool. They weren't as common too. And when I began to do some softball coaching later on, I was like, oh, why aren't my athletes wearing this? And so I whipped up something, at my home kitchen, and it was, it wasn't healthy. I think I put like corn syrup in it
Oh,
just to see if the idea of a flavor would get them to wear it. And so sure enough, they were like, "Oh, this is delicious. Like I would totally grab my mouth guard." So like the idea was good, but I set it aside for honestly over 20 years because I was afraid. I was afraid I didn't know how to make something that was or like to create something that was like a food type product, something to go in the mouth. Like my world was business and not in food or chemistry. And so I sat on it for over 2 decades.
Well, I hope you trademarked it because it's a great idea. Oh my gosh. So my girls are dancers, so they don't have to wear mouth guards, but I can see where, any as a parent, or I think of our chamber members, the hockey teams that are members or the dentists that are members, that if they can have a solution that they can offer to their patients or to their athletes to incentivize them to wear it, that, that's a product that they would really want to get behind. So how do you find it? Like, can I go, where do I buy it? Do you have a website?
Yeah, so I do have a website. It's swooshgel.com. I am trying to be cool and with it with an Instagram. It is not coming naturally, but I have some friends helping me out with that piece. I think one thing that I wanted to do differently with this product was I'm not known in the sports world and I'm not known in, we'll say like the dental toothpaste world. So I wanted to be able to build or for athletes and parents to find this product through trusted relationships they already had.
Mhm.
And so while this product was being developed, I started calling sports teams, sports associations, dental associations, and just cold calling like wild, just to talk to people and say, we're not talking about this problem. We can't get kids to keep their mouth guards in. And the stat I use for Canada is only 20% of kids are wearing their mouth guard consistently.
Oh my goodness.
It was a fantastic study I found, I think by Participation. And it's a really scary statistic. And again, all I can picture is my teammate losing her teeth.
Mm,
And so instead of changing the equipment, which is the mouth guard, we know it's proven and we know it works, but it only works if your kid is wearing it.
yeah.
So I built all of these partnerships with these associations, Ontario Rugby, Ontario Lacrosse, Ontario Football, and then all of these local teams to say, you know what, we have the same problem. And I have something really simple that we can try and move the needle on youth sports safety. Do you want to give it a try? So I've been trying, we do sell on the website, but I also have this great partnership with the dental associations and sports.
Amazing. Okay. So we will make sure to link your website below. And I would say the call to action that is the strongest is that, if you've got a kid in sports, this is something you at least want to check out. Because so how much, what is a tube?
Yeah, so the bottle itself is this awesome pump bottle. So it doesn't look like toothpaste, I swear, and the flavors are delicious. It retails for $9.99 plus
Oh,
tax.
is that all? Oh my,
That is all. I always say like you can either go through the pain and the hassle of dental problems if you have an injury, which can be 10 to 20,000,
yeah.
or you can get a bottle of swoosh for $10.
I love it. And that marketing is genius. Because the U is a mouth guard. I love it. It took me a while to catch on to that, but I do love it. Okay, so we are going to direct everybody to your website. And I just want to leave one final. Tell us about Dragon's Den. So you potentially might be on Dragon's Den. I love it. Who's
Yes.
your favorite dragon if you get on?
You know what? I decided to throw my ring like my name in the hat.
Hmm.
I applied online. They have just a simple online form and a video, and I heard back from them 2 hours later.
Oh my gosh, that's great, Shannon.
I was like, oh my gosh. And so I had the interview. It was kind of like a dream come true, even to get to that stage.
Yeah.
Um, and it was really exciting because I think it matched with their audience. You know, there's a lot of families watching, kind of same as what I did when I was younger. I always watched with my dad.
Hmm.
Um, and it really appeals to just improving youth sports safety. So it's kind of, I say it's much bigger than just selling a product. We're, trying to create a movement. And
Yeah,
so I think it was exciting and I'm hoping.
for sure. We're behind you. And like, listen, if you get on, you can bring all the Georgetown sports teams with you and they can show how awesome they are. And
Yes.
then the final thing, what flavors do we have? What can parents look forward to putting in their kids' stockings and how do
Oh, we have blue raspberry
you
and we have watermelon. And I'm getting a lot of requests from adult leagues because we can't leave out
oh,
our our adult rugby and lacrosse and hockey. I do get a lot of requests for margarita.
oh,
So we'll see what happens next. But for now, those are the two.
I see a brand collab with one of the beer companies, maybe, or the wine companies for sure. But Shannon, we're so excited to have you aboard, and I just really want to say I admire your entrepreneurship, and I love that you had a kernel of an idea 20 years ago, and you didn't give up on it, and you came back to it when time was right. So we're excited to see how far you take it with your business. So congrats on everything.
Thank you so much.